What is up, everybody? Hold on, I gotta move my fan. I got a new fan thanks to Hokies. Thank you so much. Here, let me get to the comments. Okay, there it goes. All right, let me make sure did everything post. It did. Okay. Oh, I should probably post it. I'm also on Rumble, huh? Let me do that. Let me do that. Where is the share thing? Professional over here. Nothing but professionalism over here. There we go. There it is. Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. What's up? And Hokies, I see you in the chat. I did get the fan and it works great. Can you guys hear anything? I have it on low right now. Let me know if you can hear anything. Um, I can barely hear it, so I'm pretty sure my mic's not picking it up. But if it is, let me know and I can move it. But let's hop in and say hello to everybody. What's up, boss hug? Well, actually, technically, I was a few minutes late, so I'm sorry. Captain Breck can't make the stream, but hello everyone. Have a great weekend, all. It's okay. Thank you. I hope that everything went okay with your appointment and everything you had going on today. He's not here, but prayers for Captain Breck, guys. What's up, Trey? Tara Crystal, hello. Hi, Hokies, and yes, thank you. I got my fan and I love it. Americus is here. What's up, Americus? I had an eye exam today. I'm pretty sure I failed. My prescription has a picture of Stevie Wonder on the caption. I can't see it. Did you just do a dad joke? I mean, I don't doubt that you probably had an eye exam, but was that a dad joke? Because Roto would be impressed. What's up, Andrew? Happy Saturday to you as well. Stunning and brave Megatron. Hello, how are you? Ryan Reaper's here. What's up, Ryan Reaper? Think I'll spend my morning with this great chat and lovely Wicked Virtue. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Rapples? Rapples? I probably said that wrong. Maybe just call you Fusion or just Rap. I know I said that wrong, but hello. What's up, Corey? How you doing? Roto commission share. What's up, Roto? Roto just made I don't know if Roto will be able to do this. If you can't, I'll do it for you because I know you're still learning all this stuff, but he just made a channel, a YouTube channel, which he will be eventually posting videos at theme parks and doing like nature walk stuff, food tastings, a bunch of stuff. I'm so proud of Roto. I helped him set it up today. He's got it going. So if it's not his Roto Commish channel, but it's Adventures with Roto Commish is the name of the channel. So if you have it ready, you're a mod Roto, you can go ahead and drop it in there. Technical difficulties, professional. Thunder Duck, Guten Band. Did I say that right? Probably not, but hello. I can't hear anything over the sound of a tornado. Is it really that? Can you guys hear the fan? Is it bad? Don't mess with me, Americus. What's up, true pop culture? Matt G's here. Hello. Dominic the Writer, what's up? Hey, Charles Bradley. Wicked Kong. Yeah, yeah, gravy. Oh, thanks, Americus. I don't hear anything. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a nice little fan and it like really there's a lot of air coming off of it, so I feel like I'm actually gonna have to like turn it down at some point or turn it away. Good thing I got my coffee here. It's warm. I just warmed it up. What's up, Goody? America's joking. Yeah, right. Yeah, so I got my coffee brand coffee. It's good. I just got it. This is my first well, today's my first day trying it. Been drinking it since like 5 or 6 o'clock. Yeah, there it is, guys. So yeah, Roto just started his channel. I'm excited for him. So if you are interested, go over there and check it out. What's up, Grim Fusion? Okay, got it. Well, it's not really hot. It's actually gloomy today. It's only 76, which I know to some people that's warm, but over here it's not. And this fan is making me cool. But I feel like I feel it's like an advertisement. Coffee brand coffee. Use code DrunkPPO to save money at checkout. There you go. There's my advertisement. There's a lot of different kinds though. So if you like coffee, I just got the regular one and it just tastes like it's not like it tastes good. I only got the medium roast. I didn't get like they have like a blueberry one, like all these other fancy ones. I may have buried Donkey Kong 64 Marching Day. You didn't like it, Trey? Oh my god, that's my favorite game. Yeah, well, not chilly, but it's definitely not warm, especially for June in Florida. Trey, it's 102 freaking units here. What's up, Gigawatt? Wow. Okay, let me go over and say hi to Rumble. Do you have anybody? Oh, is it gonna play? Do I have it muted? Did it go? Is it on over here? Hold on. I don't think there's anyone watching over there. There's someone in there, but I don't, mostly Peaceful Riot. I don't know if that's like actually someone watching or what that is, but hello. um, I like Diddy Kong. You insulted the rap. Well, it's for kids, Trey. I know all the words. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. Americus actually sent me. I mean, I have the website I can go to for the emulators, but he made it easy on me and sent it. So I'm not gonna be able to play with friends though, which sucks, but that's okay. Yeah, it was, raining here, but it's Florida. It rains for 5 minutes and then it, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He has no style. He's doing the lanky. Yeah, that's yes. Rabnad? I don't know if I said that wrong. Kitty Kong. There is a way. Oh, do tell more. Alright, let me check and make sure I'm not I have to make sure I look over on the I may know my mods let me know, but I gotta make sure because I feel bad when I don't see if somebody gifts like memberships because it doesn't pop up on my StreamYard side. Same with Rumble. I Hokies. Hi Rumble folks, I am not here. Okay, Hokies is not over on Rumble. All right. Thanks everyone for all the retweets and everything. Da, da, da. We'll get into the discussions in 1 second. Dominic the writer saw the Flash today. Yeesh. There's some cool moments though. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Okay, thanks, Trey. I know you guys will let me know. I don't know why but I'm just trying to get into the habit so that I see it, you know? Yeah, you and everyone else, Andrew, for the most part. Are you on Odyssey? No, you know, I've never even been on Odyssey. I'm gonna be honest. Trey. Yeesh. Okay, well, I actually have quite a few articles I want to hop into today. You know, I'd like to jump around and do. We're gonna start. Roto, are you here? Thank you, Roto, for sending me this. Actually, I gotta move this. There we go. All right, we're gonna start with um Mortal Kombat 2 rounds out the rest of its cast. Thank you, Rabnad. I appreciate that. All right, let me. All right. So, Mortal Kombat 2 rounds out the rest of its cast. The new characters coming to Mortal Kombat 2 are shaping up, and IGN can confirm that most of the cast from the first movie will be returning for the sequel as well. Link in bio to see the full cast list. I should probably click on that. We'll do that in a second. Let's just look here, though. We got Martin Ford as Shao Kahn. I mean, I don't know who that is, but he freaking looks like him without even having the armor on. Holy moly. I'm sorry. He looks like, whoa. Whoa. I'm laughing at you guys. Okay, anyways, let's finish. Um, all right, Martin Ford. Who is that, Trey? He looks like Shao Kahn, though, right? Tell me he doesn't. Dude eats a lot of beef. Yeah, he looks the part. Yeah, that's a way to put it. He's a sloop, Ian. Goomba. Wait, is it Cody? Is that Cody? Oh no, I probably shouldn't say that. He's gonna get memed. Sorry, Cody. Um, but really, hey, no, we're gonna blame Furby Slayer for saying Goomba and put the idea in my head, the originator of it. He's a man sloop. What's up, Keely Chow? All right. So we got Martin Ford as Shao Kahn. I have no idea who he is. Desmond Chame as King Jared. I don't know who that is either. Ah, okay, Reaper. He's in Fast 9. Well, makes sense. Anathu Nugan. I'm saying that wrong. As Sindel. Okay. I know I pronounced it wrong. I know there's a certain way to pronounce that. I'm sorry. I know I totally said that wrong because I've seen that name before and I did not pronounce it right. I don't know who any of these people are. Damon Harriman as Quan Chi. Um, is this for a live action? That's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna look at is this live action or are they doing I think it's live action, right? New when, thank you. What's up, Mr. Grant Gregory? As Sindel? I want to do Katana first. I love Katana. Yes? Okay, Trey. Okay, so this is for okay, this is casting for the live action Mortal Kombat. Okay. I don't know these people. No, oh, okay, well, I know him. Carl Urban is Johnny Cage. I really like Carl Urban. I don't I think he'll do a good job. He's got his personality, I think, will work. Someone in the comments said, "Damn, The Miz got robbed as Johnny Cage." You know what? The Miz probably would have been a good Johnny Cage, but Carl Urban's a good actor. I like him. I'm not mad about it. He should have. Oh, okay, you're right, Trey. What's up, Liquid Blake? Dan Blackroyd. Yeah, you guys are. I didn't even think about that. They ruined her in the later games, made her way too Asian. Reaper. Yeah, I like the original Katana. I really do. I think I will say in the next game that they have coming out, I liked her the way her outfit looks. They made it look a little better. Who's Kano then? Yep. I don't know who these people are. So far, Carl Urban is the only one I know. Tati Gabrielle is Jade. I don't know who that is, but I'm not sure about it. I mean, this picture, maybe she's a pretty girl. This picture is not a good picture. All right, hold on one second. Hold on, hold up. There's a link in the bio that has more of a that has more of a description it said. So let me find that. I don't know how I feel about that. Carl Urban is the only one I know. Okay. There's not much more. This is a tiny, tiny little paragraph. Yeah, he should have been. You're right. I mean, isn't Kano's like Australian or something, right? He's something. He's got an accent in the game, so like I know Carl Urban's is he's not from New Zealand. He's Australian, right? Sorry, guys. Reaper and Grant would be like, get out, Wicked. Whoa. Yeah, he's an Aussie. Okay, I thought so. Well, he's cool peoples. I like Carl Urban. I like the cast to be honest. Urban as Cage is my only iffy. So the casting's okay. He's something. um. So yeah, I I don't know, I guess you have to see it. I don't know any of these people, so I have to see how their acting is. That one guy, I don't know who he is, I already forgot his name, but he definitely looks the part, for Shao Kahn, so we got that. Yeah, Urban would've, been great. Australia steals all the good New Zealand actors. Thank you. I already forgot. Something ain't nothing, guys. Alright, what else do we got here? Oh, let me check over on Rumble. I see Corey and Americus over there. Oh, okay. So Americus isn't there either, and he's Cajun Corey's good twin over there on Rumble. Gotcha. Okay. Carl Urban as Batman. That probably would be decent, to be honest. I mean, he probably would have to do, an American accent, but I'm sure he could do that. Alright, this is just something silly that I found. Not that it's silly, but it's not, like, top news or anything, but I saw this article and I was like, let's talk about it." I got a bunch of random things to talk about today. Alright, so did Marty die twice in Back to the Future? TikTok fan theory makes a compelling case. Let's see. It's been almost 40 years, and we're still talking about the Back to the Future trilogy, now available from Universal Pictures. Robert Zemeck, Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale's twisty time travel adventure about an ordinary 1980s teenager who hops through time remains one of the most satisfying movie experiences for many, and it's full of fun. It's full for enough layers and unexpected swerves that we just keep going back for more. Of course, that kind of constant re-examination invites tons of speculation, which helps explain why fan theories centered on the trilogy continue to spread across the internet. And like all fan theories, some of them get really, really dark. TikTok articles already chucked. Zemkis? I said it wrong. Sorry. All right, so let's see. Let's see what this fan theory is. There's been some. I've seen some. I'll hop on this one after actually, since we're talking about fan theories. There's one from that 70s show that I want to talk about after we read this. So this week, TikTok user NYC Museum of Illusions uploaded a brief video theorizing that Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, actually dies twice during his adventures, both times in Back to the Future Part 2. The basis for the theory is two key scenes in which Marty is seemingly trapped in an unescapable situation, only to find Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd, has emerged to save him at the last possible moment. The first scene is set in 2015 and finds Marty attempting to escape an older Biff, Tom Wilson, on the roof of Biff's casino. In this case, Marty's basically prepared to die at Biff's hands, then sees Doc hovering in the DeLorean just below the roofline and jumps off the building to safety. In the second scene, Marty's back in 1955 trying to steal back the fateful sports almanac from a younger Biff who's chasing him in his car. Marty's trying to get his hoverboard up to speed, but he's stuck in a tunnel and Biff is closing fast. That's when Doc emerges at the end of the tunnel, dangling a streamer down from the hovering DeLorean for Marty to grab. The TikToker argues that in both cases, these last minute rescues happened because Doc already knew that Marty would die in these moments if he didn't save him. So he went back to the best possible moment for the dramatic rescue. That means, according to the theory, that in alternate versions of time travel, Marty did in fact die, prompting Doc to re engineer events through time travel. All right. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna play it because it's probably music that will get me copy strike or copy claim, whatever. Um, there are, of course, some issues with this theory, including that possibly preventing Marty's death could create paradoxes. Plus, if Doc already knew the situations in which Marty would die, and he was going back and trying the same sequence of events again in order to prevent that death, why wouldn't he just guide Marty in different approaches for the same task? It seems easier than showing up at the last second and hoping that Marty would move fast enough to save himself. Sorry. It makes you wonder how many times Doc went back to save Marty on the casino roof, only to watch helplessly as the poor kid jumped off the building, missed the DeLorean completely, and plummeted to his death. However, you feel however you feel about this theory, you could always go watch Back to the Future Part 2 right now and figure things out for yourself. Mm, I don't think that happened. I don't believe that. Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah, well, it's still so I don't Trey knows more about what's going on with that. I can't believe it. I mean, I'm sure something happened. Um, it's crazy. Hyde was one of my favorite characters. Yeah. But have you met Tom Wilson? He's sort of no, I haven't. Yeah, nah, I don't believe that because yeah, it would create, issues. And again, wouldn't he just you know, help him before he goes off and tells him, really, Trey, damn. I haven't seen trailers for that yet. Or is it out? If it's out, I haven't seen it yet. Let me look it up. I don't think so. Let me look. Oh, you're talking about I thought it was something new coming out. You're talking about the anime? I've never seen it. What's up, Wayne Floyd? No worries. You only missed 2 little short articles. We're still going. So the fan theory that I was about to talk about with that 70s show is that um if you watch that 70s show, there's a theory that Eric actually dies because the timeline for the whole show is kind of messed up. And I think it's because they weren't sure how long the show would go for, right? So they started it in, wasn't it 76 or 75? And it went on for 8 seasons and it ends in like right as 1980 is about to start, like it's New Year's Eve 1979. So the theory is that it's all messed up because it's like a kind of like a fever dream or something like not fever dream, sorry. He's in a coma. That Eric's in a coma and yeah. I don't believe it. Because yeah, 76 is when it started. And it goes until it's 8 seasons long and yeah. So I think that they just messed up with the writing there. They weren't sure. That's why I think stepping off of what I'm talking about real quick. The Goldbergs, if you watch that, that's a show in the 80s, and they don't actually have a exact date. You can kind of figure out because they talk about like when certain movies came out and stuff. But he'll like when the show starts, it goes 1980 something is what the narrator says instead of an exact date, which I think is smart. But yeah, so the fan theory about that 70s show is the prom episode. I think it's prom or it's homecoming or something. I can't remember. I should because I've watched the series so many times. But when there's a tornado, tornado prom is what it's called. So it was prom. Yeah. So when it's prom, there's a tornado and they make it funny. I don't think that they went this deep with it that like, Eric ends up in a coma, but that's what the theory is. You see the tornado behind him. He doesn't know it's there and he leaves to go pick up Donna from her job at the radio station so that they can go to the prom and then they're stuck at the radio station. But yeah, the theory is that he never made it to Donna and he ended up in the hospital in a coma. I don't believe it. They should have ended it when Eric left. Yeah, gravy they can. Sometimes they're interesting, but and it's like cool to like dissect and when it makes you think. Because I'll be honest, I when I first heard that 70 show one, I was like, you know what? Like that would make sense, but they didn't yeah, Trey, the Ed, Ed and Eddie fan theory is dark. Yeah. But yeah, I don't believe that fan theory. All right, I didn't mean to do this one. But yeah, let's get this one out of the way because Indiana Jones is like popular right now. Popular because the new movie coming out. This I found right before I went live, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let me pull it up. And I need to have some more coffee. I should not be drinking coffee at 8:30 at night, and this is why I don't sleep. But all right, so this I don't think anyone's surprised. Nobody, even if Shia LaBeouf wasn't like nuts, even if Shia LaBeouf wasn't like nuts, I don't think anybody wants to see him back in an Indiana Jones film. So Uh, that was my first goal, Indiana Jones 5 direct reveals why he kicked out Shia LaBeouf from Harrison Ford's last outing in the $1.9 billion franchise. Like I said, nobody wants Really? Like, she doesn't make enough money over on Twitch? Sure, I can try and get them to sign a contract for her. Wicked's fan head. Can you guys hear the fan? Can you guys stop messing with me? Or are you saying it because you see my hair blowing? I feel like I'm about to go on a photo shoot because I keep looking over, my hair's just blowing. He is no nuts. He's crazy, yeah. Of course she freaking did though, like, whatever. They tweeted it? They're probably not, they don't need to sign her. If she joined without being signed, they're not gonna sign her because people are gonna follow her over there. Well, there you go. I think Blab's already had her on the thought streams, but there we go. All right. So, as Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is nearing its release, the director James Mangold explains one of the major absentees of the latest movie. The ardent fans of the action adventure franchise are well acquainted with the character of Mutt Williams, introduced in the fourth movie. The role played by Shia LaBeouf in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, sorry, I said that wrong, attracted mixed to negative responses from audiences worldwide. Soon, when it was announced that LaBeouf would not be a part of Indiana Jones 5, it raised quite a buzz in the fandom. Did it though? Did it though? I don't think anybody really cares, but we are reading this article. But as James Mangold speaks on the controversial character, it can be understood that the absence of Mutt Williams is not only limited to the reception received by him in the fourth movie. Why is Shia LaBeouf absent from the Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny? Simple, simple. The movie didn't do good and he's nuts. So Shia LaBeouf's Mutt Williams was a major reason behind the unpopularity of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. His role as the secret son to the titular character added more criticism to the project, which was already suffering from plot and CGI issues. Steven Spielberg's addition of the science fiction touch didn't impress the audience well, which led to the movie being infamous among the fans after being the franchise's highest grosser. That was the franchise's highest grosser, really? Wow. While Mutt Williams' reason for absence is pretty evident to the fans, James Mangold added something more to the story. According to the Logan director, he wanted to showcase Indiana Jones' chemistry with a female sidekick. Oh, yeah. Shocking. When I came on, I wanted to capture the wonderful energy between Indy and an intrepid female character. So that was my first goal. And there's only so many people you can kind of edge into a picture. Oh, God. Also, oh no, that's a different thing. Earlier, also, we spotted our indie with female sidekicks like Billy Scott and the fan favorite Marion Ravenwood in the upcoming movie. Phoebe Waller-Bridge will be seen as the Harrison Ford character's goddaughter Helena, and also has potential sidekick in his as his potential sidekick in his forthcoming adventure. It is reported that the movie will also address the absence of LaBeouf to keep the fans out of any confusion. From the trailer, it also looks like the character will be interesting and certainly more than a simple sidekick. I don't know about all that. Undoubtedly, it will also be a refreshing change after Spielberg's attempt to plant Mutt as a key character for the future failed horribly. That sucks, though. That you would, he tried. That makes sense. You give him his son, Indiana Jones' son, to take over the helm, and then you can continue. But okay, so now they're gonna try with a woman. Like that's gonna not that a woman isn't better, but not her. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. So all right. Indiana Jones 5's early reviews divide the audiences. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny had many challenges ahead of it, and it's the first movie in the franchise without most of the original associates behind the movie. For the first time, both Steven Spielberg and George Lucas would not be involved with the franchise. It's gonna be crap. On top of it, the movie also had the gigantic responsibility to provide a deserving farewell to one of the most iconic pop culture characters. Yeah, because we all know that Lucasfilm handles saying goodbye to iconic characters so well. The movie faced various changes during its development. Shia LaBeouf also passed on some critical statements claiming the fourth movie couldn't live up to the standards, which created controversies. Eventually, collectively raised some corners as the project faced a long halt until finally James Mangold stepped in. As per early reviews, it can be concluded that the opinions are highly divided. The movie has attracted a highly mixed reception, with several fans praising it as a good farewell to the character, with others criticizing the absence of Steven Spielberg's magic from it. Yeah, you can't. Steven Spielberg. I know some of his stuff lately has been a little bit hit or miss, but he's made so much magic, including this in the past. So how could you say goodbye to this character without Steven Spielberg being a part of it? Like, come on. A significant amount of positive comments also added that it is more satisfying than the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Now it'll be more interesting to watch the audience reaction turns out after the movie opens up for all. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is set to hit theaters on June 30th, 2023. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think I already know what you guys think. I hate that it does that. Why doesn't it go to my custom layout? Frickin' StreamYards. All right, let me pop up here. What's up, Mara? Indiana Jones' son was a rebel without a clue. Yeah. Yeah. How much will Indy lose? I know. What do you guys think? Love God Bible Truth. Hello. It's another movie where they use the main male protagonist as a springboard for the female counterpart because man bad, woman good, aka the message. You're not wrong. What's up, Rocky? If she was a hot female, I'd be on board. You and probably every other guy. For the first time, both Steven Spielberg and George Lucas would not be involved in the franchise. Huge red flag. I know, right? Like that's a good thing. They're saying that like it's a good thing. I don't think so. It's not. Yeah, Dominic the writer. It is. Welcome to the Wickedverse. Yeah. Steven Spielberg didn't want to work with Kathleen Kennedy. I wonder why. She seems like a gem. This film annoys me more than any other destroyed franchise. Yeah, they should have just left it alone. Like, how I'm gonna it's gonna be funny if 4 ends up getting more um like people enjoy it more now after this one comes out because they just think it's so bad. All right, let me check Rumble. There's not really much going on over there. It's not. It, is something happening on Rumble? Let me refresh because it says on my end live. I know there's people over there. Oh, there it is. There's 16 people watching. Oh, okay. It said live stream set to begin at 8 p.m. So I thought it was doing that thing that sometimes YouTube does where it says upcoming when you're live already. Causes chaos. All right. Thank you for the 16 people over there on Rumble. Yeah, I'm sure Harrison needed more money. Hey, Holocron. What's up, Jonathan? How are you? Oop. Opening weekend might be okay. It is the second one. Will it be the one to look at? I will not be watching it. Yeah, I think that it'll probably be okay, like the opening weekend, because people are curious. They want to go see it. I'm not going to. Yeah, nah, I'm good. Chris Gore said it best. This movie looks like it's made for an audience of one. Kathleen Kennedy. Oh God, that's heartbreaking. I need to take a sip of coffee after that comment there. No, I'm just kidding. But you're right. That's Chris. That's a good point to make. Trace, I've already. Yeah. I have the first 3 I'm set, and that's all you need, Americus, that's all you need. This movie's oh. Yeah, she was didn't I know there was talks of her, like, stepping down after this movie. I don't think she is going to, but there was talks of it, and, yeah. Read something. That's Judge Frank Gore. Oh, yeah, she's not leaving, Trey. I'd rather watch Willie complain for an hour than watch this new movie, and that's sad. All right, I mean, The Last of Us isn't great, but this is kind of interesting what I'm going to talk about right now. And I'll be there at some point. I'll actually be going to the Halloween Horror Nights um this year. So I'll see. I'm sad that I missed it last year, but I was just moving and it was just I couldn't do it. But I will be going this year. Her contract is up next year. Who knows if they'll keep her. If they're smart, they'll get rid of her. Because like, can they really do worse? Not to be like that much of a downer, but come on. They can replace her easily. Last of meh. So Universal Studios unveils The Last of Us house for 2023 Halloween Horror Nights. Based on the hit Naughty Dog and PlayStation game, which inspired the HBO series of the same name, the house will appear as part of Universal's annual theme park event in Hollywood and Orlando. Get this get out of my way. I think it's gonna be kinda cool. Like, yeah, the show sucked. I loved the first game though, and I think this is gonna be scary as heck, and I'm actually kind of excited for it. Um, The Last of Us is set to unleash its infected on Universal Studios' Halloween Horror Nights. The Naughty Dog and PlayStation award-winning games set in a post-apocalyptic America, overrun by mutated fungus-infected humans, will come to life as a haunted house beginning September 1st at Universal Orlando Resort and September 7th at Universal Studios Hollywood. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that they didn't start at the same time. The house, the first to be announced as part of the 2023 event, arrives amid the game's 10th anniversary year. As a massive fan and frequent attendee of Halloween Horror Nights, we are honored to have The Last of Us included in this year's lineup. It has been an incredible thrill for us at Naughty Dog to collaborate with Universal, bringing the world of the game to life, focusing on even the tiniest details that our fans know so well. Naughty Dog co president Neil Druckmann said. Guests on both coasts will have to survive a brutal journey of carnage and mayhem alongside fellow hardened survivors and the game's protagonists, Joel and Ellie, while navigating the Pittsburgh quarantine zone. Inside, fans will glimpse iconic game locations, including the Hotel Grand and a labyrinth of dark and dank tunnels, and come face to face with terrifying clickers, raiders, runners, and stalkers, as well as the band of hostile humans known as the Hunters. That's interesting. We are excited to bring The Last of Us to life in a terrifying haunted house that is true to the spirit of the popular video game featuring our heroes Joel and Ellie, clickers, and more, said Laura Sauls, Assistant Director, Creative Development, and Show Direction at Universal Orlando Resort. The world inside the game offers a multitude of suspenseful and horrifying opportunities to provide guests with a one-of-a-kind experience that can only be found at Halloween Horror Nights, added John Murdy, executive producer of Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. The popular game, which debuted in June 2013, garnered wins at the WGA Awards, Annie Awards, British Academy Video Games Awards, DICE Awards, and Game Developers Choice Awards, among other honors. Earlier this year, HBO aired the debut season of a TV adaptation starring Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. Halloween Horror Nights, which began at Universal Orlando in 1991. Oh, wow, that's been going for that long. I didn't know. And at Universal Studios in 1997, oh, Hollywood, sorry, Universal Studios Hollywood in 1997, is an annual event featuring both IP-based and original houses and horror attractions. Recent years have featured houses themed The Weekend After Hours album, Halloween and Black Phone, The Walking Dead, classic Universal Monsters, American Horror Story, and Nope's Jupiter Clam Set, which has added the Hollywood Parks Backlot Tour, which was added to the Hollywood Parks Backlot Tour. Oh, okay, got it. Is that it? That's I don't know if I should play the announcement. It's probably gonna have, copy strike. Sorry, my brain stopped working for a second there. Okay. I think that's gonna be really interesting. I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights this year, and I think that as much as the show sucked, I'm excited for that. It's gonna be creepy. And if they're immersing you in it like that, and it's not just like walking through and getting scared by zombies, I'm here for it. Nikki's here. What's up, Nikki? Nikki, I gotta have you on soon. I'm gonna message you. Me and Nikki can talk crap about stuff. It'll be fun. Let me go up. I missed a lot of comments. Oh, I seen Mara say something. Where'd it go? Mara, where'd you go? There she is. According to her contract, they can't really get rid of her. She pretty much decides when she's going to leave. Really? Oh, Kathleen, she ain't gonna go anywhere then. She knows where the bodies are hidden. Oh, check Rumble. Thanks. Ian Sulford, thank you for the $25 Rumble rant. Oh, wait, I'll say it again on Rumble. This film annoys me more than any other destroyed franchise. I'm sorry, Ian. He's very upset about Indiana Jones, and I don't blame him. I think everyone is. Yeah, the first game was great. I loved the first Last of Us game. The second one was, I didn't play it. I watched a bit of gameplay. I know the whole story, and it was, uh, I can't. Just no. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Horror Nights is awesome. Yeah, Nikki, I wanna go. I wanted to go so bad last year, but I had just moved to Florida. I got my key, like, November 1st. So I was here, like, near the end, and it was probably way too busy. If I go, I'm gonna find the right times to go. Like, maybe I'll go twice, but I'm gonna get a pass soon so that I get the free ticket. So I'm definitely gonna go, "Nikki, let's go." I want Nikki to go with me. Yes, I'll message you, Nikki. We'll figure out a time. It's only gonna be 2 infected like the show. I know, for a show that centers around freaking zombies, there was, like, 2. Like, what the hell? It was no, it wasn't it. We're 17 days till 4th of July. Yeah. Do you get to bash Joe's skulls in with I hope not. I don't wanna do that unless it's Pedro's. Yes. Oh, so the fast pass does work for the, Horror Nights? Okay, cool. Yeah, because 'cause I'm gonna get the top pass because it's worth it. I'm not gonna get one of the, annual passes that don't include, the fast pass and everything else. It's just worth it to pay that little bit extra. And it gives you a free horror night ticket, so that's worth it. Yeah, Roto, I'm thinking that too. I might go if I go more than once, I'll probably go in October too, but the first time I go, when I use my free ticket, it's gonna have to be in September. I feel like there's a certain, like, time where it's not too crazy. Porg, thank you for the $2. Six Flags has a Zack Snyder zombie VR experience. Really? That's cool. I used to live near Six Flags before I moved. Well, not near, it was kind of maybe like an hour away, but that's close enough. Bye, Rabnab. Um, Could someone explain the upcoming holiday for me? Is June 19th to celebrate the end of Slavery or Pride flag? I'm confused. Poor Jonathan Hurst. Trey. Trey's good at explaining. There you go. The Horror Nights Fast Pass is separate, unfortunately. The free Horror Night ticket are only certain dates. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I'll get it then. It's worth it. I really love horror stuff, and I want to go at least twice. Hopefully by then, I'm hoping that I move closer to Orlando. If not, I'm still gonna get a pass and come Juneteenth not to celebrate it. Yes, but no, you're right, Jonathan. It's just Pride has kind of taken over June, unfortunately. Yeah. Halloween Horror Nights Fast Pass is expensive but worth it due to the extremely long lines. Yeah, I'm guessing it's crazy even on slow days, so I'll get it. Yes. All right, what else do we got? So I'm excited for that. Again, the show was crap, but I think the house is going to be great. I'm really sad that I missed the Halloween house last year, but I just wasn't here in time. I didn't move down here until I was here a few days before November 1st, but it's just too much. What else do I got here? Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I try to find like good stuff to talk about. I know there's a lot of Reaper. Yes, queen. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. What do you mean? What about Trey? Americus, you can hurt his feeling. Trying to check things here. All right, I see you guys over. I remember what's up, Gigi Luca. 22 people watching over there. Hey. Yes. Nikki. Tara. No, you're fine, Jonathan. I'm not talking about you. I just mean a lot of the times when I do streams like this and everybody else, there's a lot of just like weird, dumb, crazy stuff going on in the world. So they tend to lean a little bit more negative. So I try to find some stuff to bring it up a little bit. So that's why like that again, I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be a really good house. I heard rumors. I know that's the first one that's leaked, but I heard from somebody that they're also going to have Demon Slayer and something else that I can't remember. But yeah. Oh, cool. More Sonic. This I mean, this is decent news, you know. I liked actually both Sonic movies. The second one wasn't as good as the first one, but it wasn't terrible. Okay, so Sonic spin-off Knuckles adds Mission Impossible Back to the Future stars. So Mission Impossible 7's Carrie Elves and Back to the Future's Christopher Lloyd board the cast of Sonic the Hedgehog I can't talk. The Hedgehog 2 spin-off Knuckles. Oh my gosh. I'm drinking coffee and I still can't function. According to Deadline, Carrie Ells, Christopher Lloyd, Stockard Channing, wait, what? Paul Scheer and Rube Hubel have joined the cast of the hotly anticipated Paramount Plus series in undisclosed roles. I thought Stockard Channing. Hold on. I thought she passed away. She didn't? Oh god, I feel like a jerk now. Somebody passed away then. Like, maybe it was from Greece. I don't know who now it's gonna bug me. I don't know who I'm thinking of. I had to look it up. I'm like, "Wait a minute. I seriously thought that she passed away." Okay, anyways, they have an ensemble cast that includes Edie Patterson, Julian Barrett, Scott Meshoudi, Ellie Taylor, and Rory McCann. Idris Elba, Adam Pawley, and Tika Sumper reprise their roles from the film franchise as Knuckles, Wade Whipple, and Maddie, respectively. Okay, I wonder how long. I actually think Paramount Plus is doing a pretty decent job with some of their stuff. The Beavis and Butthead is good. I know it was Olivia Newton-John, but I thought somebody else I love Olivia Newton-John. I know it was her, but I thought I could have sworn that before her that it was Stockard Channing. I'm gonna have to look it up. Somebody else from Greece passed it. She died in a movie. I know she died in the First Wives Club like forever ago. Um, what's up, Hassan? Who? She played Rizzo. Stockard Channing played Rizzo in the original Grease movie. Yeah, Tulsa King and Beavis and Butthead, the Beavis and Butthead movie and show are so good. I have to watch the mayor of what the heck is it? The one with what the heck is that show called? The mayor one with Jeremy Renner. I have to check that one out. I heard it was okay. Um All right. Anyway, so Knuckles was first announced by Paramount in February 2022. The world of Sonic the Hedgehog has been capturing imaginations for decades, and we are thrilled to stretch the limits of what this franchise is capable of with world-class offerings both on the big screen and for Sonic fans at home. Sonic producer Neil Mortz said at the time, "The sky is truly the limit, and I'm immensely proud to be a part of creating new Sonic content for lifelong or longtime fans, as well as introducing Sonic to a new generation." Production on the series began in April 2023 in London, England. What is Knuckles about? The upcoming spin off series will take place between the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3. According to an official synopsis, the spin off will take Knuckles on a hilarious and action packed journey of self discovery as he agrees to train Wade as his protege and teach him the ways of the Ikenden warrior. I don't know what that word is. Igdina Warrior. I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog director Jeff Fowler previously spoke about how excited he was to explore Elba's take on Knuckles in a spin off series. He's such a wonderful character that there are so many different ways you can go in the series that fans could really get excited by, he said in April 2022. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is in the works. The live action CG Sonic the Hedgehog films have been massive. See, at least they say CG, right? Like it's all these things they just say live action, like Disney live action Bambi. Oh, really? So what's going to be live action about it? It's all going to be CGI. At least they say cuz it is, they got people in it. So partially live action. All right, anyways, the live action slash CG Sonic the Hedgehog films have been massive commercial successes for the Paramount, grossing a combined 725 million worldwide. A third installment was announced in August 2022 and is set to hit theaters on December 20th, 2024. While the plot remains under wraps for the Sonic threequel, the ending of Sonic 2 teased the introduction of Shadow the Hedgehog. Screenwriters Pat Casey and Josh Miller previously revealed that they plan to incorporate elements from video games, Sonic Adventures 2, and Shadow the Hedgehog, which both heavily feature the character in the upcoming film. Knuckles is scheduled to premiere on Paramount Plus in late 2023. Okay, well there you go. I'm excited for this. I think it'll be decent. I'm here for it. I'm sorry, did I ruin your life gravy? Sonic's not real. Yeah, the Sonic movies were good. I didn't watch it. So Paramount Plus has done a good job with some things. I just said, the Beavis and Butthead movie and the show, they're on season 2 of the new show, and I think it's great, it's hilarious, it's just entertainment, there's no social, political, any crap in it, it's just silly Beavis and Butthead that we remember from the '90s, but it's modernized. I like they have a segment on it where, they do still listen to music videos a little bit, but they also make fun of YouTubers, and I think that's really funny. And the videos, they make fun of the videos too. Kingstown, yes, Mayor of Kingstown, thank you, Dominic. Yeah, I loved Olivia Newton. I still I mean, but when I was a kid, Grease was one of my favorite movies because I was a dork. Um, that's thank you, Dan, Kinnicky. So, I think I confused because him and Rizzo were an item in the movie, so that's thank you. It was Kinnicky, actor who passed away. Yeah, Top Gun 2 was Paramount. Top Gun 2 was great. Picard season 3 was great in my opinion, good send up. Anna loved that. I was never, I didn't get into any of that. I'm sure I maybe one day it'll be added to the list. And hi, Captain Wrecked. How are you feeling? How did everything go? I hope John Travolta's hair tied too, Dan. Not wrong. The new Beavis and Butthead is great, and the movie is also hilarious. Yeah, it's good. I would pay money to watch Beavis and Butthead roast Wicked. I'm definitely not big enough to get roasted by Beavis and Butthead, but I would also pay to see that. I would love it. Yeah, I was never into Star Trek either, Mara. That's the thing. Like, not that I hated it, I just never it didn't grab me like Star Wars or like other stuff. I don't know. Yes, I feel like me and Nikki had like the same taste. Stop. He was one of my first crushes, and my friends thought I was so weird. But Danny from Greece, I was like, yes, that's what I want in life. But yeah, yeah, I remember yeah, my friends thought I was so weird. Like, first of all, from watching a movie in the '70s, they're like, "What? You should be watching Disney Channel." I was like, "No." Don't laugh at me. America's does a great butthead laugh, Mara. Kaniki was cute too. Danny was my favorite because of the dark hair, but I liked Kaniki's attitude. Like, he was the cool guy. You watched the original series Next Generation with your dad? Yeah, I never watched them. I don't even to be honest, I don't think I've ever watched a full episode of, yeah, I don't think so. Hello on Rumble, Marcelo 3355. Thanks for copying up Cash to Wicked Ian. Sings Kiss from a Rose, badly off key. Thanks, Marcus. I don't have my Batman mug today. I'm drinking coffee, which I shouldn't because it's almost 9 p.m., but here, I still have a little bit left, might as well. Oh, chat jumped on me. I got chills. Stop, it's gonna get stuck in my head now, thanks. I didn't either, Lesser Logic. I never got into Harry Potter. My best friend in middle school was obsessed with the movies, which I find hilarious that I've never watched one fully through. I've seen most of the first one. I read part of the first book, and it's not that I, like, didn't like it, I just never felt like continuing it. Like, I didn't think it was bad, it just didn't grab me again. So, yeah. I saw your video ranking of the Marvel men. When are we getting a female ranking? Jeremy's receding hairline. Maybe me and Nikki will do it. When I have Nikki on, we'll do a female ranking. I gotta find one though, because making those lists are a pain. There was a different list. I'm not gonna say because I might end up trying to make this list eventually, but because I couldn't find it and I was like strapped for time, that list made it. But it actually ended up going over really well. We'll do a ranking Marvel women. Julie Andrews and Mary Poppins, my first crush. I remember the first time I watched Mary Poppins, it was so magical. I loved it. You watched it, Mara? Oof. Speaking of Batman, no, that means Michael Keaton was bad in it. Oh god, no. That was like my only hope. He's my favorite Batman, but I mean, I'm not actually surprised. It's not like he wrote it. You're sore, but feeling pretty okay. Thanks to some medication assistance. Thanks for asking. I'll live to make funny videos another day. Well, good. I'm glad. Get some rest. Yeah, I feel like it's so weird. Trey singing, baby. So with Harry Potter, I feel like there's not that many people that are in the middle. It's either like you really don't like it or you love it. I don't dislike it. Um, but I just never and people find that crazy because like, most girls are, like, big Harry Potter fans, and just not. Speaking of weird fan theories of characters dying, Grease has the long running one of Sandy drowning at the start. Yeah, and the rest is fantasy, and that's why the car flies. Yeah, I did, Dan. Yeah, and that's why the car flies up into the sky because she's like actually not even alive. Yeah, I remember hearing that a long time ago, Dan. What's up, Nick? Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the dads. It's well in the UK, is it Father's Day yet? Well, still, happy early Father's Day to anyone who it's still Saturday. Ah, okay. Michael Keaton wasn't bad, he just couldn't save the film. That's not surprising. I mean, did we really expect him to hold that weight on his shoulders? And they did reshoots. I was talking about this on my last Kick stream with Roto. They did all these reshoots, and I think that Michael Keaton was supposed to just be like, very minor in it. I don't know how big his role is in it because I didn't see it, but there's talks that they did a bunch of reshoots and added him more because they knew that they were gonna get a bunch of, backlash over I keep getting people going live on Kick because the Kick servers are still broken. They just added Amaranth now too, so rip. Um, you said Ben Affleck was the best part? Hmm. So I'm gonna wait. It's either gonna be a Jack Sparrow situation because I was gonna go watch it in the movies, and I'm not judging anybody that did go watch it because I was gonna do it. It was kind of a last minute decision where I decided, like, you know what, I just don't want to give my money. I can't stand Ezra Miller with it's just so gonna sail the high seas or wait until for it to go on a streaming service. I haven't decided yet, but I'm literally just like not in a rush. So whatever. I didn't really mind Keaton, but his writing was really mixed. So this was I think on Unplugged that I read this with Mando. I found an article that was talking about how Michael Keaton was confused when he read the script. So that makes sense. I was thinking maybe he was confused because now no spoilers, guys, and I'm not saying a spoiler here because I haven't watched it yet. I wasn't sure if they were going to do something like make him Thomas Wayne instead of Bruce Wayne, like, because you know how the Flashpoint storyline goes, and then they were gonna have, Affleck in as Bruce Wayne from different like, I didn't know if that's what they were gonna do, um, but yeah, so that's what I was thinking, but if the writing was really mixed, that's probably why. Oh, geez. Some people are gonna love it. I have never read a novel or watched a Harry Potter movie. Yeah, I'm just not into it. So when I went, I've only been to Universal once, Universal Studios Orlando. I plan on going back very soon. Like I said, I want to get a pass. Um, and I liked the ride. It was the Harry Potter Castle, like a 3D ride. It was fun. I didn't get to do the Hagrid's motorbike ride, which everyone says they love because it was down for the 2 days that I was there. I went for 2 days. I got the fast pass for one day and it was down that day, but I'm not sure if you could even use the fast pass for Hagrid's. And the second day, I think it was still down or it was just like an insane line, and I didn't care about Harry Potter enough to wait in that line. No, I think they have fast pass. I know they didn't have fast pass for, the Velocicoaster, which, whoo, that ride was crazy. I actually got on it pretty quick. I think my wait was only like 35, 40 minutes for that one. They have fast pass for it now, but when I had my first time going there, it was over a year ago. They didn't have fast pass, but it was, my favorite ride, since we're talking about Universal, my favorite ride is the Spider-Man ride, though. I do like the Velocicoaster, but the Spider-Man ride is just, oh, I love it. I'm too biased with Keaton, so I loved it just for him. I feel like I'm gonna be the same way. I love Michael Keaton. That's my favorite Batman. That is my Batman. So, yeah, I don't know, like I said, I might, sail the high seas or something to see it or just wait for, streaming because 'cause it'll probably be on HBO really fast because I feel like they're just these DC movies get put on there real fast. Yeah, there's a million reshoots. He wasn't in it that much, but that's a good thing. They risk rooting his character. Yeah, considering the writing, that probably is a good thing. Clooney's spoilers! No, but I think I actually already knew that he was in it. Someone said it. It's okay. They saved him for, like, not putting him in in, like, the trailer, but they put they had to put Keaton though, 'cause that they knew that he was gonna draw people. The same thing I said about, oh my god, what was, I can't remember Into the Woods. I was so excited to see Into the Woods because Johnny Depp, they had him on the cover and everything, and I was like, "Yeah, my man's in it." He wasn't even in it for 5 minutes. If you've seen Into the Woods, I was I was so mad. I was sitting there in my seat in the theater so upset. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah. So, I'm glad they didn't do that with Keaton. I know he's gotta be in it for more than 5 minutes, but, yeah, I saw that Jerry's receding hairline. Amaranth is now on kick, as if she didn't make enough money over on Twitch. You're nuts, Cody's created oh, so you like the bat nipples then, that's your thing. Hey, that's your thing, not gonna knock it. Pirate's Way is the only way. Yeah, I always say that's my thing. I say I'm gonna Jack Sparrow it if it's like Disney or something. It depends. Certain things I will like to go see in theaters. I kind of want to go see the Spider-Verse movie in theaters. I still might, because I really enjoyed the first one, and everybody I know that's seen it said that it's worth going to see. It's not as good as the first one. There's some parts in it that are kind of meh, but yeah. I'm waiting for streaming. Same with Ezra. I love Michael Keaton as he was my Batman as a kid, other than the animated one. That's the only reason I'd stream it. I'd skip it otherwise. Exactly. That's the only thing I'm excited for. Listen, I could have wrote a great Flashpoint movie. I could have. Did they bring back that's Gravy's burning question. I don't know. Ask Trey. There's Barbie. Listen, Barbie's gonna be great, all right? I have high hopes. I have not gone to a movie and had high hopes in a while because it's gonna make fun of itself. It's gonna be a campy, silly, dumb, good time, and I'm here for it. I just wanna laugh. I heard The Flash cost over 300 million to make. Is that true? Oh, God, I don't know. I'm with Chris Gore on this. My Keaton bias is really heavy. He did great. That's the only reason I'm excited. I like hearing that though. I haven't heard anyone say that he wasn't good in the film yet. So that makes me happy. I've only heard people say that he's not good, like enough to bring them in, but he's enough to bring me in. What's up, Evan Martin? Jeffrey Dean Morgan was originally supposed to play Thomas Wayne, I think. Too bad it didn't play out. Could see him doing a great. Oh yeah. Spider-Man. Yeah, the Velocicoaster is crazy. It was so much fun, but at one point I couldn't see because I wear contacts. Because like, if I go on a ride, if I wear glasses to theme parks, I gotta take them off, and then I can't see anything. So I try to put my contacts in now when I go to theme parks. But my hair was down and it was whipping in my face, so I couldn't really see what was going on. I just felt like cool water at one point, and I was like, "Oh my god, what's happening to me?" It was so much fun. Yes, Spider-Man. Spider-Man ride is my favorite too, especially since I was a kid. Yeah, I love that ride. I've only been to Universal once. I never did anything fun like that as a kid. Just like Six Flags and other little theme parks around like my area and like other states that my family lived in that weren't far, not Florida. My first time to Florida was like a few years ago. Um, just checked Fast Pass doesn't work on Hagrid's. Oh, it doesn't? Okay. I couldn't remember. It's been a year since I went. I just know that it was down the first day I went, and then the second day, I think I just did not want to wait. It was like a 45-hour or something long, and I was like, "I don't like Harry Potter enough for this." Dino Stakes. I wanna go back to Universal soon, even though it's gonna be 100 degrees, but I was just at Disney, and it was, like, 92 degrees, and I did fine, and it was really hot, and it kept raining because, Florida in June, but I had a good time. It was my first time at Magic Kingdom and, Animal Kingdom. The only one I haven't been to now is Epcot. Whoops. I'm waiting for streaming. Oh, wait. I already what did you recap? Oh, wait, did I my chat just jumped on me. Oh, they were already there. Barbie hype, yeah. I'm in the minority here, but Ezra was a lot better in this movie than the others. It's not the greatest movie, but it's fun to watch at least. Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. At least I'll enjoy it when I watch it. Yeah, Nikki, and I had look at all this. I learned my lesson, especially on the Velocicoaster. Because I didn't want, like, my contacts to fall out. Like, my hair's about to rip my contacts out, so I'm just like this, like, I can't see. Especially now with this weather, there's no way. Like, I can have it down sometimes, but, I do better with the bun. What's up, Steve White? What did Roto say? Oh god, here we go. "Hey, Wicked Richard, my dog is a genius. I asked her, 'What's 2 minus 2?' She said, 'Nothing.'" Trey or not Trey, oh my gosh, I'm becoming like a parent, like, everyone's name, I'm just gonna yell. Um, Roto says Wicked Richard goggles. Could you imagine me walking around the freaking theme park with goggles on? Wow. Epcot is fun, lots of eating and drinking. Yeah, I wanna go. I would like to go for the, garden festival that they have going on, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. It's been going I should have went a while ago because 'cause it's been going on for a few months. It ends July 5th, so I don't know, maybe. I might be able to make it up there for sorry, Trey. Hassan said, "I'm obviously not watching Barry." Why not? Alright, let me check Rumble before we hop into another, cockles would not be cool, Gigi. Yeah, we got 22 people in here. Thank you. And we got wow, we have over 100. I didn't even notice that on YouTube. Thank you, guys. What's up? Captain Wreck, thank you for the 220. Film yourself on the coaster, remake Top Gun 2. Yeah, I'll lose my phone. Alright, what else do I have over here for us to talk about? It's just fun stuff now. Oh, here we go. Trail like this, maybe. I don't know. I don't read these articles because I like to drive you guys crazy with some of these rankings. I think it's funny. I'm always naughty Santa eats my guts. All right, so 10 franchises with installments that don't matter. Many popular sci-fi, horror, and MCU film franchises contain at least one movie that is ultimately inconsequential to their narratives. What's up, Herbs? You know what, Americus? I read just fine. I read good, okay? No, I just mean so that I like getting the reaction from you guys. All right. So movie franchises usually exist to tell one overarching story, even if the installment doesn't share all the same characters or plot threads. It forms a part of a larger whole in an ideal film franchise. See, America's not here in my head. Every single entry would be important to the overall narrative, giving the audience reason to enjoy every movie. However, this isn't the case for many film franchises. They contain entries that viewers can skip without detracting from the overall experience. These movies might be entertaining and enjoyable in their own right, but their drop plot threads, reboots, and inconsequential side stories don't contribute to the grand narrative. I was doing that on purpose, Mara. I hate to be the grammar Nazi, but I read well. I was doing it as a joke. I know it was wrong. That's why I said if Mara and Americus try to, like, read with Mazza, Mazza might not make it out alive. Poor Mazza. Alright, the X-Men franchise is one of the longest running superhero franchises. However, it takes a much less interconnected approach to superhero storytelling than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Most X-Men movies are watchable as standalone films with significant overlap in the cast. X-Men: The Last Stand has been rendered even more unnecessary. The events of X-Men Days of Future Past changed the timeline of the entire franchise. However, the films like Logan was good. I really enjoyed Logan. Logan suggests that at least some of the X-Men and X2 X-Men United still happen. Days of Future Past goes out of its way to undo X-Men The Last Stand's events by showing Jean Grey and Scott Summers alive in its final moments. Okay. Medieval nice name. Hit the like button or SML and break into your home things. Snoopy is greater than Mazda. I didn't watch that one, the Phoenix Saga with what's her name from Game of Thrones. Is that what you're talking about, Trey? Or this did? Oh no, Mazda definitely won't. I'm going to beat him with a dictionary and a thesaurus. Nah, you're fine, Hassan. I'm just teasing you. I'm just gonna go see it because it looks like a silly good time, and I'm also it's girly. Um, thing that I don't know, I even ordered a shirt. I ordered a shirt to go watch in it. I thought it was fun. It was just a cheap shirt on Etsy. I have a problem on Etsy. Anyways, number coming in at number 9, Terminator Genesis. The Terminator franchise is a coherent whole up until Terminator 2 Judgment Day. After that, it splits into several competing canons. One of these has far less relevance than the others. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines and Terminator Salvation present altered timeline continuations. Terminator The Sarah Connor Chronicles is its own television continuity. Terminator Dark Fate is the final Terminator film. So in case anyone's wondering if you're coming in here, this is 10 franchises with installments that don't matter. So 10 was X-Men, number 9 is Terminator, now we're going to number 8, Friday the 13th. Genesis was horrible. Ian gifted 5 subs. Thank you, Ian. Hold on, we haven't played anything yet today. All right, here you go, Ian. Thank you. What's up, D-Day? Saw Terminator 2 again a couple days ago. Good movie. I didn't see Dark Phoenix either. All right, so number 8 is Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Yeah, that was the one where Jason ran, right? I thought that was so weird because that was part of his thing, like creepy and slow. And I see him running, and I'm like, what? Um, Friday the 13th is like many slasher franchises in that it has limited continuity between films. Each presents Jason Voorhees with a new selection of victims to kill, with only a handful of returning characters. However, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning stands out for how divorced from the rest of the franchise it is. A New Beginning is one of the only 2 Friday the 13th films to not feature Jason as the killer, and the first since his introduction. It features series mainstay Tommy Jarvis and focuses on the legacy of Jason's crimes. However, subsequent films ignore all of its plots developments, especially the hints that Tommy Jarvis will become a slasher killer in his own right. I don't know if I've seen this one. Did I see A New Beginning? Yeah, that doesn't I don't think I saw that one. Mara, I didn't mind the Friday the 13th reboot. At least it was better than the Nightmare on Elm Street one. Yeah, I didn't like what they did with the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot at all. And again, like Jason, now if you reboot Jason, that's easy to do, right? It's just a guy in a mask. I mean, not to downplay any of the actors that have portrayed Jason, but Robert Englund's Freddy, you ain't topping that. You can't. He's the best Freddy, and he's not going to be Freddy anymore. God, I tried to read from that article when I had a little bit too much tequila, so rip that article. I tried. Okay, The Bourne Legacy, number 7. I never really got into the Bourne movies. Sorry. I know a lot of people really like those, but I never really got into them. The Bourne franchise has a mixture of serialized films with overarching plot threads and more standalone entries. However, a few stand on their own as much as The Bourne Legacy. It few stand on their own as much as Bourne Legacy, sorry. It is the only Bourne film not to star Matt Damon's Jason Bourne. Instead, it stars Jeremy Renner as a new protagonist chemically enhanced by Aaron Cross. Parts of the Bourne Legacy take place at the same time as the Bourne Ultimatum, and the film deals with some similar plot threads. However, all subsequent Bourne movies have all but ignored it. Instead, they follow up directly to the Bourne Ultimatum. It's possible to skip the Legacy and miss out on very little. Okay. Jackie Earl Haley was decent as Freddy. He could have been good, but his performance couldn't save the remake. I didn't like the story. Like, yeah, you're right. He wasn't terrible. I still like. I just don't. Robert Englund was the best. I just didn't like the story that they went, like the route that they took. Freddy, Hawkeye. Yes. Medieval Syphilis, thank you for the $5. Me and 10 dudes are seeing Barbie on its release. Is it because Margot's hot? Yes. Is it because we'll download another Gosling personality? Also, yes. There you go. See, look at that. You get it. It's gonna be funny. I think it's gonna be really funny. It knows exactly what it is. I can tell just by the trailer that it knows exactly what it is. It's not going in there and gonna take itself seriously as a freaking Barbie movie. Like it's Barbie. Come on. I'm excited to see it. I think it's gonna be funny. Based. The first one was good, the second was Men, third was Why. Ah, okay. Enjoyed the Bourne films. I've never really heard anyone not like, um I don't hear that people actually hate them, but I don't know, I just never really got into it. All right, number 6, The Eternals. I can agree with this. Oh my gosh, even my man couldn't save it. Richard Madden couldn't save it. He looked good, of course, but he could not save it. Oh gosh. I didn't see this in theaters. I waited. I don't remember. It was streaming or somebody gave me a password cuz I actually don't have Disney Plus, so I think I might have gotten like a password from somebody and watched it there. I don't remember. Yeah, Robert Englund is a tough act to follow. I don't think anyone will ever beat him as Freddy. No, but the writing was real bad. The Bourne books had a lot of material which was not in the movies. Really? I'm gonna watch the Barbie movie for Talk Nerdy. It looks like a pink helm. Mara. The Eternals hands down is the worst MCU movie so far. Yeah, and I hate that. I hate that because it was boring. Yeah, there was nothing and this article is basically saying useless to franchises. There was no yeah, it had the first sex scene. And you know what? I know guys are gonna be like, boo-hoo, but Richard Madden can't escape doing a sex scene in anything except for Cinderella. That's the only movie or show. I have to watch Citadel scene still. That's on Prime. It's on my list. I gotta watch it. But Richard Madden has never been in anything except for Cinderella where there wasn't a sex scene. So it's like, of course, the first Marvel Cinematic Universe sex scene had him in it. Like he just can't escape it. But yeah, it was not, it didn't add anything. There was one thing where spoilers, sorry, I don't think you care, but that it kind of hinted towards like Thanos was right because once a planet becomes hits a certain population, the creatures come out of they destroy the planet first of all, so then everyone just dies. And there's these beings that come out of it. So that's what the whole thing, like why they populate these planets and everything. So I knew someone was gonna say that. He can't escape it. I love Richard Madden. He's a great actor. Just double checking to make sure I'm saying hi to everybody over there on Rumble. What's up, Epic Mike? How you doing? All right, so number 6 of worst movies that are useless to the franchise is The Eternals, and I agree with it. Look at how small, like the other ones at least had 2 little paragraphs. The Eternals was so useless. This just has the tiniest little paragraph on this article. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has set the gold standard for dense, interconnected cinematic franchises. It tells its stories across dozens of different films and TV shows, weaving plot threads between them. Phase 4 is much less connected than most of its previous phases. Nowhere is it more clear than the Eternals. That's all they had to say. I don't know. Okay, here we go. There's more. Eternals introduces its own superhero team with a history spanning thousands of years. Despite not appearing in any previous films, none of the characters or plot threads have reappeared in the many projects since Eternals release. Many fans have noticed that the film ends with an enormous humanoid form sticking out of the earth that every subsequent work has roundly ignored. Okay. Yeah, so I agree with that. Living the dream. Good to hear, Mike. McMeek director. Well, I guess I'll throw in a sex scene for no reason. That'll get the sweaty nerds blood pumping. I know, and you know what? Eternals, I don't know. I mean, I know there's plenty of women nerds and stuff, but I don't know. Usually Richard Madden is more like eye candy for women. The only movie he did not look good in, and like his face still looked good. I just didn't like the wig. Was Rocket Man, but I loved the movie Rocket Man. I just did not like his wig in it. But he was he had to look like the character. He was playing a real character, someone who actually existed. Ellen John's manager slash ex. Um, Porg, thank you for the $5. I heard the Friday the 13th franchise was supposed to connect with Evil Dead and explained that Jason was resurrected by his mom using the Necronomicon. Really? I never heard that. I know that I heard something about a comic book where Ash was supposed to go against Freddy and Jason, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I heard about that. Something like that was supposed to happen after the Freddy vs. Jason movie. No, they're not gravy. They're making a second Eternals? Why? Why? Oh god. I'm not gonna sit through that one, I can't. My man can't. Richard Madden, I love you, but I can't. Colonel somehow made Selma Hayek not hot. Oh gosh. Is it the accent? What, for Richard Madden? I think he's a good-looking man, but the accent doesn't hurt. Oh, Roto. There's a Jason versus Freddy versus there is one. Okay, were they supposed to make a movie out of that? Were they gonna do that? I thought there was something that was supposed to happen. D-Day oh, stop it, like, you don't know. Mr. Jon Snow over there. You know who that is. I think they put the Necronomicon in Friday the 13th Part 9, if I remember correctly. Really? I gotta look into that. Thank you. I gotta check that out. Alright, so number 5, Highlander. I'd never watched the Highlander movies. I know, I'm sorry. I should have. My brother was really into them, and I watched a lot of, like, the '80s and '90s movies like this with, my brother, but not Highlander. All right, the Highlander franchise has one beloved film, the original Highlander. Everything else, from its sequels to its TV series, has been different level of contentious among fans. However, none have been written out of the continuity as thoroughly as Highlander 2: The Quickening. Highlander 2: The Quickening is infamously unpopular with fans. Even aside from its questionable quality, it introduces many unpopular changes to the lore, such as turning the immortals into aliens. Most Highlander works declare at least some of the franchise non-canon. However, every single piece of media after Highlander 2: The Quickening ignores its events and world bonding. I love how it says James Bond, just various films, not not just one. Is it? I feel did I see Jason Goes to Hell? I don't remember, actually. I probably should. Is it who I think wait, where did it go? Is it who I think it is? I forgot his character's name too. Really? D-Day. Okay, I remember now. Were you actually forgot for a second, D-Day? Yeah, it was Rob Stark. Wait, what was this list called again? This list is the worst movies that are useless to the franchise. Oh, okay. I thought you were messing with me, D-Day. Yeah, Rob Stark. All right, so various films saying James Bond is at number 4. Okay, so few long-running franchises have a loose continuity as James Bond. For most of the franchise's history, its films have been standalone action affairs. Bond's changes in actor are almost never addressed, even within one actor's tenure. There isn't much in the way of an overarching story. The result is that James Bond fans are free to disregard almost any film they don't like. When looking at the franchise as a whole, it only develops proper continuity after Casino Royale's reboot of the entire timeline. As such, for some modern audiences, the many films before then don't matter. Oh man. Yeah, that was oh my gosh. A2's here. Hi A2. Oh, oops. Let me check over on Rumble. I see you guys still got 16 going strong over there. Thank you. Even my ex referred to him as the forgettable Stark. Oh no, not my man Rob. He's so cute though. I get it. I like I was like, "What about Rickon?" She was like, "Who?" Yeah, exactly. Who is that actually? Which one was that? How dare this list stand Fast and Furious? Well, everything after Paul Walker died is pretty yeah. Fast X was solid. So, I actually okay, I guess so this list isn't saying that, like, the movies themselves were actually bad. This list is just saying well, some of them, yeah, is saying that that they're just useless to the franchise. I liked Tokyo Drift. I remember actually going to see that in theaters. I liked Tokyo Drift, but they could have removed that. I mean, I don't know. The last I think maybe 4 or 5 was the last Fast movie that I watched. I don't remember. Um, the last one I watched was that Neverending Runway. That one. And I might have actually missed a couple before that. If that one's more recent, I might have missed some before that. But I like Tokyo Drift, but I would agree that it especially at the time we had Fast 1 and 2, and then that was just like a whole different thing that they did. It wasn't, what we were used to. So, the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift is the odd film out of the Fast and the Furious franchise. It's the third film in the franchise, but comes far later in the continuity. This is because it's somewhere between a sequel and a spin-off made after Too Fast, Too Furious. Series protagonist Dominic Toretto only appears for a brief cameo. Oh yeah, he did make a cameo in that. It's been so long since I watched that one. It's one of your favorite films. Herbs is throwing bricks right now. He's so mad, he's throwing bricks at the screen. Oh my god, that was so sad, though. You're gonna do a cosplay of the do it. The one in Miami was good. Which one was that? Due to its odd status, the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift only has scant relevance to the overall Fast and the Furious storyline. Characters like Han Lu appear in future films. However, movies like Fast 9 or F9, the Fast Saga, retcon significant events involving Tokyo Drift's characters. Overall, viewers can watch the mainline films and still follow events. Yeah, I know I like horror movies, but I can't really do exorcism movies to be I just can't. I've seen The Exorcist, obviously. I've seen some movies, but, like, the new ones that come out, I just I can't. Okay, so Exorcist II: The Heretic. No part of the Exorcist franchise has reached the iconic heights of The Exorcist. This is especially true of Exorcist II, a film that has been panned by fans and critics alike. In the eyes of many commentators, it goes beyond being the worst Exorcist movie to one of the worst movies ever made. Really? It follows on from The Exorcist following Reagan, that's her name, right? Reagan, McNeil, many years after her possession. However, every other piece of The Exorcist media, including The Exorcist 3 and the TV series, pretends it doesn't exist. Other than occupying a numerical spot as a film, it's been stricken from the franchise. I never seen it. Does what's her name? Blair, Linda Blair? Is she in it? Does she play Reagan again? Alright, so Halloween 3 Halloween I almost said that wrong. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Now, I didn't mind this movie as a movie, but I could understand why it doesn't fit in with the, because there's no Michael Myers, so it doesn't really fit in. Heretic. Did I say it wrong? Heretic, sorry. I said heretic, didn't I? Heretic. Listen, I'm getting tired. Even though I had coffee, I'm getting tired, and I've been reading a lot. But remember, Trey, it's not saying that this was a bad movie. It was just saying that you could do without these in the franchises that they're talking about. She is in it. I like naps. Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, yeah. It's been pretty bad over here. I had a bit of a storm over here as well earlier, but it lasted like 5 minutes and then went away. Had a heretic. All right, nerd. All right, so, Season of the Witch. There have been several reboots of the Halloween franchise. Some of these, however, differ where they start from, either accommodating or replacing the very first Halloween movie. Nonetheless, every single iteration of Halloween has gone out of its way to ignore Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. Halloween 3: Season of the Witch is an attempt to turn the films into an anthology franchise focused on different threats. As such, it doesn't include Michael Myers or other characters from the franchise's continuity. Other Halloween sequels have been more conventional. Regardless of which Halloween continuity a viewer follows, Season of the Witch matters to none of them. Hmm. Yeah, I've heard that it's better than the last Halloween. I think it's a good movie, but I do remember like the first time seeing it, I'm like, what's going on here? Like what there's no Michael Myers. I'm confused. All right, let me catch up on chat. Yeah, I can't. Like I like certain I do like horror movies, but I'm pretty particular about the type that I like and like I don't enjoy like insane asylum stuff or like exorcism stuff. I just can't. I know they're supposed to give you like the heebie-jeebies or whatever, but I just can't do it. It freaks me out. I say that as I grab my cross, like, I can't do it. Um, Mara, Halloween 3 wasn't supposed to fit. The original plan was for the series just to take place on Halloween, but people associated it with Michael Myers, so they had to bring him back. Oh, interesting. Halloween 2 was supposed to be it. That was the first one you ever watched, Evan? No. The first horror movie I ever watched, my aunt made me watch, which is not it wasn't by relation either, so it wasn't like my mom or my dad's sister, she was through marriage, but I was 5, and she made me watch all 3 Child's Play movies, and I was terrified. My brother had a My Buddy doll as well, so I was like, "Great." But now I actually don't mind the Chucky movies, and I've met Alex Vincent, he's real cool. I've held one of the dolls from the movies when I met him, so that was okay. Um, Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nikki. Demon possessions happen in real life. I don't mess with that. Exactly. That's what freaks me out about it. That's why I just can't do it. And same thing like with like crazy like insane asylum things. That stuff just really, really freaks me out and because it's like a real thing, obviously. But and when you see like things that oh, sorry, message. It just really freaks me out. Poltergeist always freaked me out. Yeah, that's I still have the first Halloween movie on V oh, you better keep that, Nikki. Trey's probably jealous. He loves Michael Myers. The only movie I have on VHS is The Lion King. But first classic horror was for you, Trey? Oh, what did you say? What your first Jaws was first for you? That's considered a horror movie. Listen, I still hear the Jaws music by going to the deep end of a pool, okay? Like it's an irrational childhood fear that'll stick with me for the rest of my life. What's up, Delkin? Declan? Sorry. See, I can't read. Listen, you don't understand. America's always gets on me, but when you're looking at these bright screens for hours, and I also work on my PC too, so like I'm always just looking at a screen like all day, words get hard, all right? Child's Play is a great intro into horror genre, the first year classics. Yeah, I didn't wanna watch it though, I was terrified, I was only 5. But yeah, I guess considering what some people have seen as their first horror movie, that's mild. But again, my brother had the My Buddy doll, so I thought that it was gonna kill me. When I was a kid, I was terrified of the Tales from the Crypt. His voice still gets me. He was at a convention, and they had him talk over the loudspeaker, and I felt like I was, like, 4 years old again, like, just terrified. That voice, man. American Horror Story Asylum was great, but I rewatched that one the least because of the demon possessions. No, yeah, that's I didn't watch that. I should watch it, but I'm gonna admit that I was kind of a baby. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of that one. Michael Mikers. I know, freaking Mazza. Michael Mikers. Teddy Ruxpin freaked you out? Aw. I find the Chucky movies hilarious, yet I still have nightmares for them. That's the thing. So when it comes to horror movies, I like the psychological thrillers with a good storyline, or the campy, silly, cheesy ones like Child's Play, or the classic 80s, 90s slashers like Friday the 13th. And I even would consider like Friday the 13th, or not, sorry, not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street is scary, but like Freddy's one-liners and stuff and some of the things that he says is just kind of funny. So that's more so what I like. I'm not into the heavy gore ones like, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre I liked. The remake with Jessica Biel wasn't bad either, but I used to not really like those, especially because it's kinda based on part of a, true story. Um, yeah. No, I don't have blue blocker glasses. I probably should get something like that because especially since I work on my from my computer now and then do all this content creating stuff, I'm killing my eyes. Oh, look who showed up. We were just talking about you. Um, yeah, Scream is good. Scream, I know it's gotten the scary movies kinda I don't wanna say they ruined it, but they definitely made it less scary. I concur. I'm the same on screens too much. Yeah. Do I consider Alien a horror film? I do not. I will I would say in some way, I mean, it's scary. It's like a sci-fi horror. I would consider it a sci-fi horror. I love Tales from the Crypt. The intros were great. So my older cousin and my older brother terrified me. I'm not like scared of it now, but it's like this thing triggers in me when I hear his voice. Like when I wasn't expecting it. I was at a convention and he like said something over the loudspeaker and I was just like, oh my God, I felt like I was 4 again and it scared me. They terrified me with like telling me I was 4, like 3, 4, and I don't know why I remember this, but I do. They would tell me that he was under my bed and stuff, and, like, my older cousin would babysit me and my brother, and my mom would come home from work at, like, 1 AM, and I'd be, like, asleep in some random spot, like, on the floor next to the couch, and she'd be like, "What did you guys do to her?" Like, I was terrified. Freaking jerks. Not a horror movie, but as a kid, Toy Story scared me, especially Babyface. Oh, that thing was terrifying, one of Sid's toys. That thing was scary. He is still creepy. Brad Dorff is great. I'm so upset that the Chucky series went the route they did. I stuck up for it. Trey can vouch for this. The first season, I was like, "Ah, it's not woke. Okay, they have a gay character. Who cares? It's a new character. It's not like they took an old character and changed their story." And the director and creator, he's also gay, and he's had trans characters in it, like, way in the back, like his son, I guess, but then they made them into 2 characters. There's 2 he has a son and a daughter now, I don't know, whatever, it's Chucky stuff. I liked the first season, I thought it was silly, and it was alright, but then I watched the first season or the first episode of the second one, and I was like, "I can't do it," and then I think Trey maybe got 3 episodes in and was like, "Nah, can't even do it." Speak of a possessed evil doll and Mazda shows up, coincidence? What's up, Cloud? I had a My Buddy too, and it reminded my godmother of Chucky too. Yeah. Mazda, that boy ain't right. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street 1 is pretty scary. So my poor brother, no wonder he tormented me with horror stuff, but apparently I wasn't born yet, but when he was like, or maybe I was like an infant, I don't know. But my mom told me my dad showed him the scene where Johnny Depp gets sucked into the bed and the blood shoots out. And he was young, like he was maybe 4. He was like, "Oh, watch." And my poor brother didn't want to sleep in a bed for like a month, which what is wrong with some people? My dad, why did he do that to him? My poor brother. Have you seen Jacob's Ladder Wicked? It kind of bugged me out. I never saw that. Ed Gein, I know him from yeah, that story's freaking oof. Now I wanna watch The Exorcist, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knights, and Night of Demons. So I should watch Tales from the Crypt now because, like, I'm an adult and, I'd be scared maybe. I don't know. It's just like a thing as a kid. My freaking older brother terrorized me. Chat, get him. I'm good, Mazda. Where the heck have you been? You're always asleep when I'm streaming. You don't like me anymore. No, I'm just kidding, Mazda. I'm kidding. I love the first Scream movie. Yes. It's a good one. So my favorite horror movie ever, it used to be the first Nightmare on Elm Street, I would say. But then so a few years ago, I finally watched all the Evil Dead movies. I know, guys, don't yell at me for it. I was very late to the party with that one. Evil Dead 2 is my favorite horror movie now. Oh, I love it. I love Ash. My Ash cosplay is my favorite cosplay I've ever done. I gotta once I get back home, like to my hometown, I had to leave that in storage. The big chainsaw that I made, I had to paint it and stuff to look like ashes. I need it. I consider it a horror too, Trey, like sci-fi horror. Yeah. If you can find this movie, you might like The Awakening. It's a ghost story, but it has a bit more deeper subtext. Decent film. The Awakening. Let me look it up right now. From 2011. Why does that look so familiar? I didn't see it. All watch options. I might be able to watch it on Prime. It says premium subscription though. Is that like where you gotta pay more? 'Cause God forbid. Alien is horror. Is 80s action flick. Xenomorph is basically a slasher villain. Yeah. A2. Alien scares me, so it's horror. Sounds like something I do to my sister. I mean, yeah. I got tormented. My older brother is only 5 years older than me, so Chucky sure did. I didn't get that far, Trey. Holy moly. Yeah, I watched the first episode of season 2 and then I was done. I know. Don't tell my secrets, Roto. Doctor Sleep. You know what, Andrew? I did like Doctor Sleep. So, The Shining, I know some people I feel like there's a mixed review with The Shining. People either think that it's overrated or it's a great film. I think it's a great film. I think Stanley Kubrick took the book because I haven't read the whole book, but like parts, online. And from a lot of reviews that I hear from people that were into the book before the movie dropped, that he made it better. And that almost never happens. When do you really hear that a movie was better than the book? So, but Doctor Sleep, I thought that was a great, sequel. It freaked me out a little bit, but it was good, like, in a good way. I mean, it's a scary movie. Let me know. The kid under the bed with the scalpel in Pet Cemetery was the worst. Yeah, Pet Cemetery was I didn't really like uh, the new one, the reboot. It wasn't terrible, but the first one was, you better I can't believe that Mazda never comes into my streams anymore.
Wow.
Why? Evil Dead or Dead Alive be my faves. Hail to the King, baby. Yeah. The Faculty is really good. That's like a more psychological thriller in a way too. I love do you guys remember the movie Hide and Seek with Robert De Niro? The first time I seen that, I was like, "Whoa." I thought that was such a good movie. Maybe just me. Evil Dead 2 is my favorite out of the franchise too. Perfect balance of comedy, horror, and insanity. Yeah. So I actually have a video that I did, right? It was around the time that Evil Dead Rise came out. I ranked all of the movies because I seen Evil Dead Rise, which it was okay. I didn't think that it wasn't the best. That was the last on my list. And then, well, if you want to go watch it, I ranked all of the Evil Dead movies. And that was actually a really fun video to do. First horror movie I saw was in a church. It was a Get Saved or Else This Will Happen to You. Showed a guy going to hell and getting mutated by a pickaxe. No wonder oh my gosh, Tara. Yeah, 2011 movie. Okay. I'm gonna look. I might be able to watch it. Even if I can rent it, I will. That sounds interesting. I'm into that. I'll rent it if I have to. Americans. Hot take. I like Doctor Sleep more than The Shining. Really? That's not I don't disagree with that. Like, I mean, because The Shining is a classic, but I don't blame you because I thought Doctor Sleep was a really well done movie. Yeah, I know, Stephen King hated it. Kubrick's The Shining is overrated. See, I tell most people either love it or they think it's overrated. There's not really that much of, in between. Trey. I don't know if I've seen Pet Sematary 2 D-Day. I'll have to get on that. I'd like to have it's okay, Mazda, I'm just messing with you. Don't I'm not trying to actually make you feel bad. I hope I don't get a message. You'll be like, "I'm sorry." Puppet Masters. Oh my god, my cousin was terrified of the Puppet Master movies, so much that I had some of those porcelain dolls that a lot of us little girls had in the '90s, that whenever he would sleep over, I had to put him in a closet, or my mom had to put him in her room and like, "Hey, they're locked up, like, don't worry, they're not gonna stab you." This I have to put that on here. I have let's see. Here you go, guys. You want some Ash? Here you go.
Groovy.
I love Bruce Campbell, man. I hope I get to meet him. I'm so mad that he decided to go to my hometown and a place that my mom worked where she used to be the banquet chef. And he was signing autographs and he did a meet and greet. Like it wasn't even like a convention. It was just him. And I'm like, darn. I was so upset. It was in April. It's past now. What's up, Reese? Yeah, Doctor Sleep was good. I do want to go to the hotel the Shining was filmed in. It's actually haunted. That would be fun. Oh my god, Laura, let's go. Let's film a video. Oh god, it'd be terrifying. Wicked's gonna get a video message from Maz of him is just sobbing uncontrollably. I'm just messing with him. They did. The funny thing is I never really wanted them. People just it was a thing in the '90s. I just always got gifted them, like, on Christmas. Some relative or, like, one of my mom's friends or someone. I only had, like, 4 of them, but I never like, I don't have them still. Like, I thought I didn't think they were, like, creepy, but I just didn't people just always gave them to me. I don't know why. But Imagine movies are good, but continue to be damned. You've been there, Nikki? I visited the hotel The Shining was shot in the Stanley Hotel. Gorgeous location. They have a mini maze in the front too. Really? Wow. I would love to go there. That'd be so cool. What's up, Richard? The best horror franchise is Evil Bong, and I'm not kidding, it exists. You're saying that's the best one? Trey, stop. Yeah, Mazza! Finally! Started watching The Office US and I loved it. Is it great? What season are you on? You gotta keep me up to date. I've watched The Office like 3 or 4 times. I freaking love The Office. Michael Scott would not exist in entertainment now. Like, that character would be canceled immediately. I've heard some of them I've heard there's, like, nothing that goes on, and then there's other ones where, like listen, I'm the type of person that if I go on a ghost hunt, there's gonna be, like, a leaf that blows, and I'm like, "There's a freaking ghost over there." I'm gonna make it more dramatic than it needs to be. So, if anybody ever wants to go on a ghost hunt with me, let's go. I will make it scary. Yeah, I'm jealous, Roro. You got to meet him at the Xena Hercules Con. That's such a 90s thing in 1999, the Xena Hercules Con. Yeah, I would love to. Listen, I would dress up in my I would definitely dress up in my Ash Williams cosplay to go meet him, and ask him to sign my chainsaw. It's in Colorado. Interesting. I gotta go. Good job, you dog bully. Ghosts don't exist, demons do. I'll pass. Yeah, that's that's what I'm saying. It's demons. Note to self, take Wicked Ghost hunting for her birthday. You just want to see me get scared. Leprechaun in the Hood is great. That's funny. When he gets stoned, that scene's freaking hilarious. All right, well, let's do one more little article here. I have 2 other ones that maybe I'll save for another one. They're not I've never actually been ghost hunting. When I watch them, I get, like, nervous that, like, there's gonna be, like, some demon following me home, so maybe I shouldn't go. Did you guys watch, Garrett Watts? He does that, but he's more silly. I love Garrett Watts. He's one of my favorite YouTubers just in the sense that he just posts silly stuff. It's almost feel good, but he also does, like, haunted stuff too. I don't know. A friend w I remember that friend with me is a friend indeed. What's up, Wicked Steel? How are you? Is that the guy from the Multiverse of Madness? Yeah, he was the pizza was it Pizza Pop what the heck was his name? I'm weird. I'm one of the ghost hunt that if I hear a noise, I go towards it. Mara's like, "Let me get my flashlight. Let's inspect that, growling going on over there." Have you seen the girls when they goes what girls? Is it a show? Bye, Mecca. You're a the stereotype. I'm starting to lose my voice now. It's only going on 2 hours too. Dang. Nikki, I'll go towards it too, but while chanting the power of Christ compels you. Yeah, listen, I got my necklace. Me and Nikki just be like the way she is like what's the scene in Scary Movie? I feel like Nikki is Brenda. And I don't know, not Mara wouldn't be like crawling like her on the floor, but she's Brenda when she's like, "Don't bring that shit over here." Just annihilate her ass. And like that's I feel like that's Nikki just hiding behind the thing, like, go away. She's Brenda. My mom was like, "I can consent spirits. That's why I believe in ghosts." Oh, gotcha. My college had a haunted building. People would see a girl ghost walk through the walls. Right? Like, tell me that you guys don't think that would be Nikki. I can see it. Not that she would, like, let her friend die, but I'm just saying, like okay. Speaking of Evil Dead, Sam Raimi is gonna be at Fan Expo Boston in August, but sadly, I'm too poor to meet him. Aw, man. Trey. Okay, so Trey's Cindy then laying there reaching. Ah. Oh, poor Trey. I hope Ash makes it to MK1. That'd be cool. I don't that would be really cool to see Ash. He's in the Dead by Daylight game though, and he's got the Evil Dead game, but which was, Trey. He just has his bong, he just pulls his bong out like, This is the end." Anyone, if you if you haven't watched Trey's videos, they are freaking, like, just top tier rating, um I didn't say the S word, didn't I? I said the A word. Oh, Roto, I'm an adult, thanks. Um, but Trey, he does movie reviews and show reviews, and he doesn't edit it, and that's what makes it gold. He smokes his bong. He's like, you know what? I'm never gonna get monetized, so whatever. So he just pulls out his bong and he'll start like coughing in the middle of a sentence, and he doesn't even say like "excuse me, my bad" or anything. He just goes, "All right, so anyway," and he continues with his review, and it's just the best. I Trey could never change. Trey, just get in the fetal position, we'll roll you out. You're the cabin in the woods dude. He is. But no, if you guys haven't checked out Trey's videos, they're freaking hilarious. Thank you, Hokies. Like, he's like, "I'm never gonna get monetized, like, it's fine." So, I love people's reactions the first time they watch Trey too, if they don't know that he's a stoner. Like, America said he was at work and he just hears the bong bubbling and he's like, "What the hell is that noise?" Because he had a different tab open. And Disparu, what did Disparu say? Like, "Can you do that on YouTube?" All right, let's jump onto this. So Nikki's like, "You got me." He is. His titles are really funny too. Like Screen Rant is gay part 2 and my god. He's on like part 10, I think, of Screen Rant articles. 10 movies that should have used their alternate ending according to Reddit. They left a perfectly good ending on the cutting room floor. Interesting. But no, right, Americus? Yeah. Me tabbed out listening to a Trey video. The hell is that gurgling noise? Tabs back and sees Trey smoking his bong. Oh, that's what it was. All right. Let's get on to this. Let me check uh over on Rumble real quick. Shutter Island was one of my faves. I don't know if I've seen that one, Gigi. Real Patriots Party. First met Bruce during filming of Moontrap. Was there to assist Walter Coney. Oh, are you serious? And later during the film of County Jr., Bruce is a cool dude. That's cool, Real Patriots Party. And thank you for dropping it. There's 23 people over there. Hello, Rumble. Oops, I just minimized my thing. Oh my god, am I still okay? I thought I left. I know. He gives you real reviews. That's the thing. He doesn't edit it. He just you get his flat out real opinion and that's it. That's what you get. And him stoned. The first time I watched a Trey video though, I laughed so hard, but like not in a laughing at him way. Just the way I never watched a review channel like that. And just the fact like when he just starts coughing from smoking and then it's like anyway, like he acts like it didn't even happen. That's great. What's up, Beampad? Okay, so changes to the movie endings are nothing new due to filmmakers' complex collaborative nature. However, it's always a surprise to discover a much loved movie almost had a different ending. Alternatively, to learn a mediocre film could have ended in a way that made it 1,000 times better. Redditor Sergeant McAwesome posted on the r slash movies subreddit what movies had an alternate ending that was better than the one that they used. The top responses including horror films, sci-fi classics, musical comedies, and plenty of debate. I like these because the same thing like when on international I oh crap. All right, hold on. My thing moved on me. I messed up my tabs over here. There we go. When I on International Women's Day, my first Wicked World actually, when I did, my favorite female characters, talking about them and showing clips and all that. People that like from Reddit and like that made their own rankings, they were all pretty decent. None of them had Ray. And then as soon as we pulled up one that was by a company, I don't remember what the article, which company it was. Trey was like, or not Trey. I just seen someone say Trey. My bad. Ray. Trey was number one in the best female characters. Ray was number one on that list. Like, so I kind of like reading articles that are from made by like Redditors and stuff because they're just real people, not companies. All right. Anyways, number 10 is Dawn of the Dead. In George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead, a traffic reporter, two cops, and a pregnant woman flee from a zombie apocalypse. Only two, Peter and Fran, survive to the end, escaping to parts unknown in a helicopter. But the original screenplay has them both commit. Uh, can't say that on here. And when confronted by a hopelessness of their situation, Peter by shooting himself and Fran through self decapitation via the helicopter blades. Wow, that sounds pretty freaking intense. Trey is the best female character. That's pretty intense. Army of Darkness. I've heard of this alternate ending. So, Army of Darkness, well, it's ultimately used. It's too notable not to mention as a case of a film having a superior alternate ending. Department store clerk Ash Williams, Bruce Campbell, is transported back to the Middle Ages where he must fight deadites and charm various lords and ladies. Towards the end, a wise man gives Ash sleeping drops which allow him to return to his own time. The film concludes with Ash back at his store telling the story and making out with a colleague while shooting an errant deadite. Errant. I said that wrong. Sam Raimi's original ending of The Army of Darkness had Ash take one too many sleeping drops and wake up in a distant post-apocalyptic future. Universal Pictures rejected this because it was too bleak, which Redditors and the mostly agreed with. Definitely not Pete described the theatrical ending as so much more fun than that bleak Planet of the Apes apocalypse. Yeah, it was. I've seen it. You have to look it up if you have never seen it. Yeah, I think it's on YouTube. I saw the alternate ending of Army of Darkness. I don't know if I get clipped for it, so I'm not gonna play it. Like I'm trying not to freaking get not striked, but I'm trying to be careful now that I'm monetized. Trey, what the I don't consider Redditors as real people. Yes, they're exactly. 1408. What is this one? Is this the one that was room 1408, right? I think I've seen this. Mike John Cusack spends the night in the Dolphin Hotel's infamous room. Yeah, I've seen this one. It's been a while though. To prove it isn't haunted, only to quickly realize it is. The film's theatrical version ends with Mike setting fire to the room, escaping, and later listening to his dictaphone recordings with his wife, Lily. They both hear the voice of Katie, their dead daughter. 1408, based on a short story by Stephen King, actually has three alternate endings. First, only Mike and not Lily hear Kate's voice. Second, Mike dies in the fire and there's a funeral scene. And third, Mike dies in the fire and there's no funeral. Redditors debated which ending was better, with Gerfa, that must be one of the Redditor, arguing counterpoint theatrical was the best. What's up, Demajani? Yeah, thank you. The copyright claim. That's what it is. I always say strike, but it's not. I haven't had that yet. Hopefully, I don't. My family has a DVD of Army of Darkness, which included the alternate ending and the bonus features. Ooh, nice. I do think that they might have it on YouTube though, because I've seen it. That's got to be where I've seen it. I looked it up. Okay, so The Descent. 6 women on a spunkling weekend are trapped, lost, and pursued by cannibalistic subhuman cave dwellers known as crawlers. One by one, the women die, with only Sarah, Shauna McDonald reaching the surface and escaping. That sounds terrifying. I've never seen this. Oh my god, I had to go through and like mute so much, Mara. I even went through and I thought that I had to make a new intro and I got copyright free stuff it was supposed to be, but then it was like, oh, you share the revenue with the person. I'm like, no, I'm not sharing nothing. What's up, Biggles? We're just reading a list. This is 10 movies that should have used their alternative ending. Watch it, it's good. Okay, so in the original UK release, The Descent, Sarah's whole escape was a hallucination, and she is still stuck in the cave. She dies imagining her dead daughter Jessica is there, holding a birthday cake. Redditor Old Dusty commented, the American ending kept it from becoming a classic. That seems like a pretty big plot twist. I'm not. For 10 seconds of a thing, I gotta share my whole like video revenue? I don't think so. Okay, Little Shop of Horrors. I didn't know Little Shop had a alternate ending. Seymour is a lowly florist working in love with his beautiful colleague Audrey when he discovers a strange exotic plant. Seymour gains fame and fortune, but at a cost. The plant, named Audrey too, is actually from another planet and lives on human blood. The film ends with Seymour finally defeating Audrey. Oh, yeah, Audrey 2 and escaping with Audrey 1 to idyllic suburbia. The original ending of Little Shop of Horrors, however, sees Audrey 2 eat Seymour, Audrey 1, and take over the whole world. Test audiences hated it, resulting in a happier ending being made. Redditors laminated the change with Wobble Daddy, commenting that everyone dies ending is still a million times better than the happy ending the theatrical release has. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Hello, Tyler. Feed me, Seymour. The Butterfly Effect is my favorite Kutcher film. It's a good film. It's so dark. Little shop, little shop. Thanks, America's now stuck in my head too. You forgot what in Little Shop? Why is this highlighted? It keeps. There we go. All right, number 5, the butterfly effect. So what I didn't know this. I mean, I'm not surprised that I know a lot of films have alternate endings, but I've never heard of this one. So Evan, Ashton Kutcher, discovers he can time travel to periods of traumatic memory loss he experienced as a child. He tries to improve the present by altering his behavior in the past, only to make matters exponentially worse for his friends, family, and himself. Evan finally makes the bittersweet decision to go back in the past and alienate his childhood friend and love, Kaylee, and therefore save everyone's lives. It's been so long since I've seen this. The butterfly effect, I can't even talk right now. Director's cut by Eric Bress and Jay Macker Grubber has a much darker ending. Evan chooses to go back in time and yeet himself in his mother's womb by strangling himself with the umbilical cord. Jeez. Redditor Saint McAwesome said the darker ending, it seems goofy at first, but the actress who plays his mother is so good it turns around and it's heartbreaking. What the hell? Tripped you out the first time watching this? That seemed I don't know. I think I'm okay with the way they ended it. He made himself a yeah, that's I don't know. I think the original ending is much better. That's pretty freaking, like, weird and dark. The Abyss. I've never seen this. U.S. Navy SEALs and a group of oil rig workers encounter underwater sentient beings or non-terrestrial intelligence. Lieutenant Coffee tries to attack the NTIs with a nuke. The oil rig's foreman, Bud, have I seen Ed Harris? Have I seen this? No, maybe parts of it. They stop Coffee and sacrifices himself to carry the nuke deep underwater. In gratitude, the NTIs assist Bud and save him and the rest of the stranded crew. It's a good movie. I have to watch it. The original ending of The Abyss was on a grander scale, with the nuke creating an escalation of conflict between the US and USSR. To make world leaders behave themselves, the NTIs create massive global tsunamis as a warning. The ending was cut to reduce running time, with which Redditor Punganicious, whatever, commented results in a theatrical cut where the build up to the third act does not have a satisfying conclusion. I don't know about that. Clue. 6 strangers are invited to dinner at an isolated mansion. Murderous mayhem ensues, but was the killer Miss Scarlet, Miss Scarlet, Mrs. Peacock, or all of them? Clue, based on the board game, was unique in having 3 theatrical alternate endings that were released simultaneously. Clue was neither a box office or a critical success, partly due to the perceived gimmicky nature of the alternate endings. It has since become a cult favorite. Redditor Rumham's Revenge commented Clue was the jam, even went so far to release the various endings throughout the world to keep the joke running. I liked Clue too. I love Clue. It's fun. I love playing Clue. I haven't played it in so long. All right. Number 2 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. The second installment of the Terminator franchise ends with Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton, reflecting on an unknown future where the dangers of Skynet and the apocalypse might still happen. However, the original ending showed humanity successfully dodging Judgment Day, with an aged Sarah watching John and her granddaughter play in the park. I didn't know about that. Romance. I haven't seen all 3 endings. I must look it up. It was Mr. Green in the lobby with the revolver. Hmm. I don't know about that. I Am Legend. Robert Will Smith is a scientist struggling to survive in New York and find a cure for the global plague that has turned humans into dark seekers, mutated albino vampires. The theatrical ending lets Robert find a cure and defeat an alpha dark seer before escaping to the survivor camp. But the original ending makes him realize the dark seer only wants their mate back, whom Robert has been experimenting on. To them, he is the monster. This ending, which is closer to that in the novel on which I Am Legend is based, was changed due to negative responses from test audiences. Redditor Dread Z Prime described it as the biggest dispatchery between a good alternate ending versus bad theatrical ending I've ever seen. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I thought the ending was fine, but I guess that's interesting. I've read the book and seen all versions based on the I Am Legend story. You have the DVD somewhere? Yeah. So that was an interesting I just found some of these, and I thought they were interesting to talk about. I know it's not, like, top news. I covered all that earlier, though. Um, both endings, yeah, they both seem pretty solid. I don't think it's so much to say, like, the one that they actually released was terrible. Yeah, same. It's been a long time since I've seen I think I actually not that it was bad, but I was watching it, like, real late with a bunch of friends, and I fell asleep through some of it. Not that it was bad, it was just late and I was tired. Original I Am Legend movie, The Last Man on Earth was fairly good. It had Vincent Price. Okay, a lot of these alternate endings probably are on YouTube, so if you guys are curious to see, I'm sure you could find them. Mazza messaged me saying, "Sorry, I knew it was coming." Mazza, you're fine, sup. Well, Bagels, it's from all the pizza and cookies and chicken nuggets, you get tired. I watched that movie so many times as a kid. The Dark Seers used to freak me out. Yeah. Original had Vincent Price. The next one starred Charleston Heston, then the Will Smith one. Mazza is still here. He's right there. Tell him we said he's shit. He's right there, tell him. All right, let me double check everything here before we end over here. Let's see what's going on Rumble. Still 19 going strong over there. Thank you. The Keep has the best alternate ending. Real Patriots Party said. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you. Sure I didn't miss any members or anything. No. Thank you, Ian, for I don't know if Ian's still here for gifting the memberships earlier. Okay, let me Your comment got censored. What did you say, Gravy? Gravy over here getting in trouble. All right, guys. I think we're gonna call it a night. I'm like tired, but I'm not because I've been drinking coffee this whole time, so I'm probably gonna have to take melatonin to go to sleep tonight. Whoops. But what do I have going on? What's today? Saturday? Tomorrow I'll probably is if Kick works, I'll do a Kick stream and play. I think I want to play some Red Dead tomorrow. Yeah, I want to be doing some cowboy stuff. And also happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. If I don't, see some of you or hear from any of you tomorrow, like on my stream, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. No unplugged tomorrow. So anyone wondering if you missed it, Unplugged with Wicked and Mando is just gonna get moved over to Untamed Mando's page, and we're gonna do it every other Sunday. So this Sunday's getting skipped. So next Sunday it'll be back. But after that, every other Sunday, well, not after that, but yeah, every other Sunday, on Untamed Mando's channel. So yeah, no, we talked about all this horror stuff. I'm gonna have to watch something funny. Um Gravy. I love how the comment after is Roto. I'm telling a joke. I love how Gravy says stuff like this, but then like in chat he's so like nice, like in voice chat, like like with Mazza. Mazza was talking crap and he's like, "Oh, you hush you." Like, so yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing a kick stream. Same with, like, again, if it works, you might see me go live 5 times. Sorry, I had an issue yesterday. And same with Sunday. Next Saturday, for Wicca's World, I actually am gonna have a guest, and the week after I do too. But I'm gonna get with a few people and probably have some guests for like a Thursday stream as well. So we'll get there. But guys, I really appreciate you hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. Bye. All right, now we're out. We're out.